It's Wellness Wednesday. Y'all see Mama Roll over here getting fancy? Y'all see that? Y'all see the scroll? Look at the scroll. It's my website. Anyway, I thought that was cool. I don't know if y'all did, but it's Wellness Wednesdays. If you don't know by now, my name's Cherette. Go follow me if you don't. Y'all see this right here? At Just Be Healthy Now. You can find me there on Instagram and Facebook. It's Wellness Wednesdays. My bad, I missed last week, you guys. My grandmama transcended. It's a beautiful thing. I think for the first time in the history of transcends, my heart feels the best this time, which is weird because my grandma's important to me. I love her dearly. She was one of the first women who really let me know I can just be me. Even though she hated the fact that I didn't wear bras, but whatever. Today, we're talking about one of the things that has made me super successful in my health journey. One of the things that when I first went on this journey, it was like, what the fuck do I cook? And I went through a lot of processes, but the one thing that has helped my whole life, excuse me, I'm drinking Prosecco. Can you guys tell that red is my color today? I have a red cup, red shirt. Well, this is actually a dress, but that's what's going on. Anyway, so I learned how to do all these recipes with vegetables, right? I've been plant-based for I think about 4 years now. It might be about 5. I don't know. Anyway, the biggest thing when I changed my lifestyle was, what the fuck do I cook? And so I would do all of these recipes and go to the store and get all the recipe stuff and try to put stuff together. And it was cool, but it was time consuming and you're left with all of these ingredients that you only use one time. So I started going to get produce from the farmers. And when you get produce from the farmers, your ass got approximately 3 to 7 days, if you store it right, because mostly it's 3 to 5 days. But you have a short amount of time before the produce goes to shit. I started getting produce from the farmers as if I was grocery shopping in the store. So it was I would shop for the week. And I noticed I would shop every Saturday, and then I would notice on Wednesday, everything was going bad and everything was running out. So I started doing what I call dump meals. Dump meals. I love dump meals. What dump meals are is literally you go into your refrigerator and you dump everything in your refrigerator into a meal. Now, a lot of the times it can look different. When I first started doing dump meals, Oops, sorry guys. What I was doing at first was making salads or taking all of everything in the refrigerator and dumping it on rice or pasta. That would be my go-to, right? So now I've expanded my dump meal etiquette. So I will dump things in everything. So my last dump meal was a taco. So I had salad, some portobello mushrooms, some avocados, some bell peppers, and I don't remember what else was in the salad. It was whatever. Oh, your cucumbers, I think some carrots. Anyway, so I took everything that I had, that's what I had in the refrigerator, and I made a salad with all those ingredients, and then I had some eggplant spread it on the tortilla, put the salad mixture on top, and then like sprinkled some avocados on top, and I had dumped tacos. Okay. So the way this works is literally you take whatever is left in your refrigerator and you use it for a meal. Now, I'll be honest, I am sophisticated and bougie, so I can make some amazing dump meals. Some examples. I love dump burgers. Okay, so if you have vegetables in your refrigerator, right? You can take nuts, walnuts or pecans, beans, black beans, chickpeas, whatever kind of beans, put them in a food processor, and all of the vegetables in your refrigerator, you dump them into a food processor and then mix it in with the nut and bean mixture. And you got dump patties, so you can make those into burgers or meatloafs. What do you call them? Fritters. You can make fritters. So fritters are actually really nice. So if you have, for instance, cucumbers, sweet potatoes, anything in your refrigerator, you can shave down the potatoes. Now, I don't like to cut them. I like to shave them because of texture purposes. But you can shave down it, chop up vegetables, throw all of the vegetables in a bowl, okay? Season it, and then put like breadcrumbs or oats, a little bit of moisture in there. And you can put flour in that mixture, mix it up, and fry it. And they're literally like veggie fritters. Did you guys hear that? Veggie fritters. Okay. So so far, we have patties, meatloaf, veggie fritters, tacos. So when I first went plant-based, I thought that tacos were literally tortillas with meat, cheese, and romaine lettuce, iceberg lettuce, whatever lettuce that is. Anyway, now I have expanded what I think tacos are. And the reason why is because as I travel, if you guys don't know, I actually have a travel company. My life is actually kind of interesting, guys. So I have a travel company. So I was broke as a joke back in my yesteryears, because I would never say I'm broke now, because what I learned is broke is a mindset. It has nothing to do with how much money you have in your pockets. So I was broke and I was like, I want to travel the world. But I didn't have any money. So I was like, I want other people to pay for it. So I created a travel company and I started traveling. Every time I go to a different destination, I find a farmer's market. And what happens is at the market, the people who you buy your vegetables from, they always tell you how to use the dang on vegetables. It's a beautiful situation. And what I learned with traveling is that cooking is more about the method of how you use the ingredients rather than the ingredients. What do I mean by that, you ask? So if you know what kimchi is, kimchi, by the way, is something that is near and dear to my heart. Kimchi is traditionally, kimchi is cabbage, okay? Napa cabbage. It's a Korean, Laotian region dish. And what you do is you make this hot ass red paste, and you take some chopped green onions, like scallions, Napa cabbage. Sometimes you'll throw in carrots and things. And you mix in the red mixture with the cabbage and things. And then you put it in a jar and ferment it. And it's like a hot fermented cabbage dish. It is so amazing. So oftentimes when you think about kimchi, you automatically think, I'm being nosy out of the window, guys. You automatically think that kimchi is a cabbage dish. But guess what I found out? Kimchi is not a dish. It's a style of cooking. Well, fermenting in this case. But literally, you can kimchi anything. So you can kimchi radishes. You can kimchi carrots. You can kimchi cabbage. You can kimchi freaking, I kimchi plantain leaves. If you know about plantain leaves, it's like this weed that grows in most people's yard, and like literally you can harvest it and eat it. And it's delicious. So anything you want, you can kimchi. Kimchi is a style of cooking. And most things that we know as dishes are really mechanisms of cooking, right? So, excuse me, why this changed my life and how it correlates to dump meals is because now I never had to have specific ingredients for specific dishes. Excuse me, y'all, these burps. I'm drinking Prosecco with a little bit of cherry tart juice and a fennel, what do you call it? A fennel, I don't know, like you put it in drinks. It's like alcohol derived. Maybe I'll get it. I don't know, but it's like a splash of the fennel. It's delicious. So, what happens when you take in this methodology of cooking? You open up your mind to the possibilities of ingredients. So, say for instance, lasagna, right? Like Americans, everyone thinks lasagna is noodles, cheese, meat, noodles, cheese, meat, right? But if you take lasagna as a method of cooking rather than a recipe, now you can put whatever layers you want. It doesn't even have to be noodles. And then you can layer in between the noodles or whatever layers however you want. So how that comes to a dump meal. Say you have lasagna noodles, like no bake lasagna noodles, and all of the vegetables in your refrigerator are going bad tomorrow. So today, what you can do is you can make a cheese sauce, or you don't even have to use the cheese, but you can take the lasagna and every layer can be different. So say you have some spinach going bad, maybe spinach is one of your layers. Say you have no meat, but you have nuts, or you have what do you call it, chickpeas. Now those can be a layer. Maybe you have carrots in there, maybe that's a layer. Maybe you don't have noodles but you have zucchini. You can slice those bitches, or maybe you have eggplant. You can slice those and make those the noodles. So how I started doing dump meals is realizing that everything that I eat is a mechanism of how I cook. Tacos, the way I describe tacos is love wrapped up in tortillas. And it's really just wrapped up. It's like a little wrap of love, and burritos are a big wrap of love, because you can make tacos, and even if you don't have tortillas, you can just dump shit in lettuce. Mind blown. Okay? If you have bread, okay, and you have things going bad in your refrigerator, you can take the veggies or the meat, guys. Forgive me because I don't judge nobody for eating flesh at all, but I just don't eat it, so my mind doesn't conceive it. But if you have some ground beef, some ground turkey that you need to use, throw that shit in your dump. Dump it. It's all about the dump today. The dump. Do y'all remember that? The furniture place that was like, everything that other people don't want, we'll take it and dump it. That's literally what dump meals are. Spaghetti, pasta. So say you have noodles and you want to make spaghetti, but you don't have ground beef and bell peppers. You can literally take whatever, cabbage, carrots, onions, bell peppers, throw it in the pot with some sauce and just throw it on the noodles. Why I love this so much is because I fucking hate wasting food. Mother Earth literally sent food and animals. It's cool. Oh no, I think that's Grace downstairs. You literally were already on the camera, hun. That's Ray Ray, guys. He's trying to hide from the camera even though he was already on it. And now he's laughing about it. So, what was I talking about? Oh, shit. He just said dump meals, like I know that. I don't know what I was talking about. Anyway, so those are examples. You can make sandwiches, like just how you have sloppy joes, right? You could chop up vegetables, put a tomato sauce on it, and that can be your sloppy joe. Every meal you have, you can make a dump meal. Oh, that's what I was saying. The reason why I love dump meals is because Mother Earth provides us with all of this bounty, beautifulness. And we work hard for our money. We work hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. We work hard for the money, so you better treat it right. Thank you to my background fingers. But for real, we out here paying for food. And so it makes no sense to go and pay for food and then waste it. So what I found was that instead of wasting food at the end of the week or like towards the end of the week, when I saw that my produce is going bad, I dump it. I dumped that shit. And what it's really done is expanded my culinary genius. Now, I haven't gotten too far into cooking here because, do you guys want to know a secret? I am like a bomb ass cook. Like people, like I will burn the shit out of something and I'll have guests in my house and they're like, this is the best burnt thing ever. It's just a little Cajun. Like I am a beast in the kitchen, okay? But I am not the most confident. And I know that sounds weird because I can taste a dish from anybody and be like, you know what? This needs this, and this. And if I add it, then it's the bomb dish. So really here, what I'm dealing with is I'm not confident in my food, which is weird because it's so good. Anyway, so being that that's how I feel about it, and it just is what it is, I started to having to open my mind about the possibilities because I wasn't really connecting with my food in the kitchen like I should. And dump meals really helped me bring back my creativity. So now I'm actually confident in my food. So when I started, even Wellness Wednesdays, when I started Wellness Wednesdays, I was not up on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was doing dump meals and stuff, but really making intentional dump meals, it was a thing like I didn't know like who would want random ingredients as a burger. I wasn't confident in that. So as I have continued to cook for people and show up for you guys, I have built my confidence. I'm proud of that. And so now I'm seeing how the dump meals have really expanded my vision because there was a lot of times that it was like, I felt like if I came on camera and made something for you guys, it had to be a recipe. So I've been doing dump meals for almost a year now, and it never dawned on me that people will want to see a dump meal. So one of these days, I'm actually literally take out everything in my refrigerator and on camera make up a meal because it's so easy and it's so great to not waste food. We waste so much food. And honestly, I feel better about myself because I don't waste food like that. One of my biggest challenges in my plant-based journey was trying not to be fat and hungry. And by doing that, I would buy hella groceries. Like no one can eat the amount of groceries I was buying in a week. And so I had to calm down on that. But really what helped me calm down on it was the fact that I now do not grocery shop for new groceries until I finish all the groceries that I have. And so dump meals have been a huge part of that. I'm floored right now as to give you guys any more examples, but literally burrito, like anything you can think of, anything you make, you can throw vegetables in a pan and just roast them and season them, and the dumpness is real. Dump meals. So it's literally my favorite recipe because I think one of the things that I've had to learn about cooking is like stop being so serious. Like cooking is supposed to be fun and creative. Like just like if you were to go and paint on a canvas, you have a blank canvas and you're able to see everything, all the colors, and you just paint on it. That's literally what cooking is like. And really, if we could just pay a little bit attention to our vegetables, we would eat them more. Okay, guys? Like seriously, when I was eating meat, I never seasoned my vegetables. So that's the biggest thing. I got 9 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try to talk about this subject without going off the hinges because it's literally one of my favorite things ever. Flavor profiles. I love me a good flavor profile. So how I season everything in my life is by profiles, right? So for instance, if you want herbal and citrus or barbecue or smoky, Asian, you can season everything you have in profiles. So when you have a seasoning profile, sometimes your ingredients don't even fucking matter. What do I mean by that? Talking in terms of dump meals, right? I'm gonna go with the burgers because I like the burgers, the patties. So say you want an Asian inspired burger, all right? So again, you can take everything that you have in your refrigerator and dump it. Okay, so you chop up the vegetables in your food processor, you dump it in a bowl. You chop up some nuts, you dump it in a bowl. You might chop up some beans and dump it in the bowl. If you don't have any of them ingredients, guess what? You still dump it in the bowl. And then you can add either oats to make it gluten-free, or you can add panko or breadcrumbs. You can also keep it gluten-free with gluten-free breadcrumbs, but oats work, right? So you dump all that in the bowl. An Asian profile, okay? So for me, when I think Asian, I think of a profile: ginger, garlic, star anise. Anise? I think that's how you say it. Cinnamon, cumin, black pepper, salt, brown sugar. I don't use soy sauce, but of course, soy sauce or coconut amino acids, that's what I use. Sesame oil. If y'all don't have no sesame oil in your cabinet, Lord, change your life. Okay? So these are the things These are the things I think of when I think of an Asian profile. Okay? So if you don't have, orange peel, like orange juice, orange peels, teriyaki, that could work, but I feel like that's a little, you know? So if you go with that profile, right? So say you want an Asian inspired dump patty, you can dump all that in the bowl and you season it with that flavor profile. And then when you cook up the burger, maybe now when you put it on the patty, you have a slice of orange and some lettuce and a burger bun. Or maybe you don't have a burger bun, so you wrap it in lettuce. Or maybe you don't have any lettuce, so you wrap it in a tortilla. You just use what you have to bring everything together and make it a dump meal. The goal for dumping is really to learn how to use ingredients just as they are. I feel like with recipes, a lot of the times we take ingredients and try to make them something that they're not. We need to accept the ingredients as they are. That's a hilarious, but for real, we try to like make ground beef taco meat or, you know, like spaghetti. It is not like you can have spaghetti without ground meat. Okay. So I think for me, what dump meals have helped me conceive is that you can literally create anything you want in the kitchen. Literally, when you get in the kitchen and you make a meal, it is alchemy. It's science. So you use flavor profiles and you take all of this love and it's really your intention and you put it together and you saute it or you bake it and you wrap it and it becomes this beautiful tapestry of love. And that's really what we're doing in the kitchen. It doesn't have to be 2 tablespoons of this and a half a teaspoon of salt. And it doesn't have to be recipes. Recipes are great. If you need to conceive some new shit in your life, recipes are great. But at the end of the day, the kitchen is a blank canvas. And I find what fucks us up the most in the kitchen is the fact that we don't think we can do it before we even try. That is the best way to create a meal that ain't worth shit and tastes like pure trash, is to get in the kitchen and feel defeated before you even chop the onion. Okay? So if you get in the kitchen and you're like, you know what? Today is going to be good. Okay? I'm going to get in here. I'm going to drink, maybe light my blunt. I'm going to put some music on and I'm going to just make it work. It might not be the best meal of the century, but you will learn that you can create some of the best meals that you ever had in your life with the love that you have on the inside of you, with everything you have right now. Okay? Dump it. I love this concept because that's literally why I came up with the company Be Healthy Now. The reason why is you can just be healthy right now with what you have. Literally, we're always trying to go outside ourselves or wait until tomorrow to be healthy, wait until tomorrow to do this. But we have everyone, no matter where you're at in your health journey, you have information and you have things that you can do right now to bring more health into your atmosphere. And it doesn't have to be a big deal and it doesn't have to be stressful. Even if you have water sitting on your countertop, you can drink more water right now and that will literally help you be healthier. So the concept of dump meals really comes from a heart place of really wanting to respect the ingredients that I choose, because I feel like if we start to respect our ingredients more, respect what we put in our body and how we put it in our body. Sometimes it's like, do we really need fat back in our vegetables? Do we really need meat in our vegetables? When I think of respecting the vegetables that I put in my body, I think about using them in a beautiful tapestry with things that the earth created for me. And the reason why I love that so much is because you can see a vast difference if you just treat vegetables with respect and let them be on their own and put them on a plate. Even if you put those same vegetables right next to a steak or a piece of chicken or cheesy whatever, the respect and the love that you give the vegetables, they will give back to you because they're living forms of, I don't know, they're just living. So just like you would respect your elders, just like I hope that you respect me, just like I respect you. I believe in dump meals because it has taught me to respect my ingredients a little more, to use my ingredients how they can show up for me and not try to twist them into a recipe for how I want them to be. And really, if you look at that, you'll see a great lesson that we can have in our lives. If you are healthy in your body, you're healthy in your mind and your spirit, and being healthy as a person, it pushes me to be respectful to other people. Even when I don't agree with them, like I don't agree with the taste of some vegetables and I don't agree with the taste of some people, but I do really try in my heart of hearts to respect them and to use them how they can be used and not to push them into what I want them to be. So that's the lesson on dump meals, guys. So I'm gonna come back on here. I can't tell you when, but I will be creating a dump meal for you guys. And what I'm gonna do is literally log on and have ingredients and make up a dump meal on spot. And I'm gonna show y'all how easy it is. It's not hard at all. All right. That's my Wellness Wednesdays. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate every single one of the views that I get on Wellness Wednesdays, whether it's live or on the back end. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you are not following me, go ahead and go to Just Be Healthy Now on Instagram or Facebook. Or y'all see this fancy ass scroll Mama Roll got. Go to my website, justbehealthynow.com, and sign up for my email list, because when you join the crew, you are part of the family and I will treat you as such. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you next week on Wellness Wednesdays.